Previously, I had said that Season 5, before the expansion, was my favorite season. Because it was the season that it was the most fun to me. You had a lot of things to do. The end game was more improved. And it wasn't boring. You could blast and do a lot of things. Now, in this 6th season, now I think this is the best season. Because this is the most polished endgame that we have ever had. And I know it is common to bitch and cheat on D4 and say D4 bad or whatever. And yes, D4 has a lot of problems. But this is the best season yet in my opinion. They have improved the game a lot. I could be here and state the same problems I have already stated that are still on the game. The skill tree is really simple. It is not a skill tree, it's a skill twig. The Paragon board is a system that is weird in my opinion, having to path, getting +4 willpower, +4 intelligence. It is stupid and boring. You could say a lot of stuff. There is not enough build variety. You could complain a lot about a lot of stuff. But one of the complaints we had with D4 since launch was there is nothing to do in the end game. Oh brother, in this season that is not true. There is a lot of things to do in the end game right now, and I believe that is why this is the strongest season so far, and it is a really good season in terms of end game. Why do I think that Diablo 4 is in the best state right now? And I am talking specifically about the end game. It is because we have a lot of activities to do, and you can go switching between them because each of them gives you something different. For example, oh, I clicked the wrong button. You open the map and you can see a bunch of activities. You can come to the Helltide, and in the Helltide you can open the chests that give you living steel that you can use to summon a boss, an uber boss, the big metal dude, Grigwar. But while you are at the Helltide, you can complete whispers, right? And the whispers, you take them to the tree of whispers. Yes, but you had that in the first season. Yes, you had that in the first season. But right now, it is really improved. The whispers give you a lot of gold. So if you need gold, you can do whispers. The Helltides are always online. It is not like in the first season that they alternated. And also, you get a lot of legendary aspects or whatever. Killing this thing, the Blood Maiden, you just go here and kill the Blood Maiden a bunch of times and you get a lot of items and materials or whatever. But that is just one thing. You can also do the season thing. They release on top of the expansion, they release a season thing, which is the Realmwalker. You can kill the Realmwalker and it takes you to another place which gives you these things. And they improve your experience, and they get you. This one makes me find more summoning items for bosses and infernal compasses. This improves it. So if you need an experienced buff and you need more summoning materials or whatever, you go and you complete the season activity. You have, of course, the renown for the season activity that you can find in service set in this season. You have all the uber bosses, right? But you also have more stuff like the Dark Citadel. The Dark Citadel is like the raid-like activity. I am going to teleport there. It is the raid-like activity right now. You can do in a group. There are 3 wings. And you can find a group in-game with the group finder. I find the group finder needs a little bit of work for sure. Well, you have, this is the Dark Citadel. You can see there are a bunch of people in here. This is one of the wings. So this is, in my opinion, the coolest activity that is in the game right now. It is really, really cool. This doesn't give you necessarily loot right away, but if you complete the 3 wings, you get a weekly cache that has a bunch of stuff. It is really cool, and you can get cool outfits and skins from here, which is really cool. Another activity you can do is the one from Season 5. They introduce it into the game. In Season 5, you had the infernal compasses that you use, and you get into a place where you face waves of enemies, and at the end, you open a chest and it has a bunch of materials and gear, and you can also farm gold in here. And this is a cool, fun activity, and it is baked into the game right now. So when you need something, you can go and target it. When do I go to the Infernal Compass? Well, I want to open the big chest that can give me cool items, I go and open that. Oh, but I want materials, I can open the little chest that gives me materials. Oh no, but I want to farm gold, I can open the other little chest that gives you a bunch of gold. So you can target it. Oh no, but I want Ogdusite, the master working material, to master work my items. Where do I go? You go to the Nightmare Dungeons. Now the Nightmare Dungeons don't level your glyphs, but they give you master working materials. And that is a way they made Nightmare Dungeons more relevant, and they improved Nightmare Dungeons because now you go straight to the objective. You don't have to do random bullshit that is boring. So that is another activity, and it is really fun. Plus, in the Nightmare Dungeons, they introduce something that can only be found in the Nightmare Dungeons, which is a well, that if you click it, drink the well, you get an XP buff for 1 hour. So the meta right now is kinda going Nightmare Dungeons until you find this well, you drink it, and then you go and do other activities to find other stuff while having the experience buff, because it is obviously cool, because experience helps you to get more Paragon points. This is another thing they improved. In my opinion, right now getting all the Paragon points is kinda slow, but I understand why they did it. They did it because people before were complaining like, I get to level 100 and after that I don't feel like I am progressing my character, like I had a hard stop at level 100. The solution for that that Blizzard implemented for that was, where we are going to make it so that that journey is really long, like you don't have a hard cap at level 60, which is the new end level in quotes, because you still keep leveling but for the Paragon points. So they made it so people are always progressing, and they always feel like they are working towards something. But at the same time, getting 1 Paragon point is really slow once you go over 150. They also, of course, have the pit, which is in Kerrigan, which is not only a good activity to find materials and to level up your glyphs, because now you don't level up your glyphs in the Nightmare Dungeons. Now you level up your glyphs in the pit. When you complete a tier of the pit and you get to the end, there is the thing that levels up your glyphs, and it levels them faster than before. This is the thing where you open the pit. I am in tier 78 right now. When you complete this, you get the shrine, the little thing that buffs your glyphs, and you can level up your glyphs. Aside from that, you also get materials and get stuff from the pit. Plus, it is the endgame activity that tests your build, right? When you want to know if your build is strong enough, where do you go? You go to the pit. The pit is the place right now to test your stuff, where you push harder and harder for the hardest content possible that your character can do. That is what the pit is. It is basically the competitive nature of Diablo 4, is getting the highest possible clear of tier in the pit. That is basically what is happening in here. So in my opinion, the pit is really cool. I really enjoy it. And they introduce another new activity, brother. Are you seeing all the things that you can do? And you can rotate between all of these activities. Oh, I want gold. I want master working materials. I want to test my build. You can do a bunch of stuff. Oh, I want opals from the new thing, the Realmwalkers. Oh, you can do a bunch of stuff. The other new thing they introduced was the Undercity in Kurast, which, in my opinion, it is really fun. The game mode is one of the coolest things they have done for Diablo 4. But the rewards are not that good, so people don't do it that much. And people focus more on Infernal Hordes and the pit because the rewards are better and they improve your character more. But gameplay wise, brother, the Undercity is really fun. It is really, really fun. I am going to where the Undercity is. This thing right here is the Undercity. You can come on here and click here, and you can give this attribute, these things attributes, and it says that you have to clear it. You get a starting timer, and you have to clear it before you are out of time. But there are certain mobs that you can kill that increase your time, so you have to be optimal with managing your time, and you have to collect some blue flames that charge a bar and when you get the bar, you have 4 chapters in the bar, and if you get it to the 4th chapter, you get more resources, right, and more rewards or whatever. This is a really fun, cool game mode that I recommend doing, and you can target farming here, because if you give this attribute, it can give you choose what you want. Oh, I want more weapons, I want more jewelry, I want mobility legendaries, I want primary resource. You can do whatever you want in here, and it is a really fun game mode. So as you can see, and of course you have all the stuff. You have the world bosses. I don't really like world bosses, but they are there. You have the Legion events, these little things in here. So what I am trying to say is that this is the most complete state that Diablo 4 has ever been in terms of endgame. In Season 1, we complained like we don't have anything to do, because Season 1 was Nightmare Dungeons, Nightmare Dungeons, Nightmare Dungeons, Nightmare Dungeons, and they were an inferior version of these Nightmare Dungeons we have right now. But right now, you can do a lot of stuff. Oh, I don't want to do Infernal Hordes. Go do the Pit. Oh, I don't want to do the Pit. Go do the Undercity. Oh, I don't want to do the Undercity. Go do Helltides. Oh, I don't want to do Helltides. Go do the Dark Citadel. Oh, no, I don't want to do the Citadel. Go do the Season mechanic. There is a bunch of stuff to do. You are never bored. You can always rotate between these activities. And the cool thing is that they are like, each activity gives you something. So let's say you have a lot of one material and you deplete it, you can go and farm another one, and you deplete it and you go farm the thing that you need, and you are always farming for something to have all of the resources to keep progressing your character. So maybe I am sounding like too excited about it, but it is because I am having fun. Again, I still have complaints about the game. It can improve, but in terms of Diablo 4 itself, this is the best season so far, so I am enjoying it a lot. So yes guys, let me know everything that you think about it in the comments below, brother. You know that I love reading comments. Tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? I wanna know everything about it. I love reading comments, even when they don't agree with me, my dude. Also like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Help me out, my dude. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless you. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.